Hello and welcome back to another episode of Laptop Retrospective, and today I wanted to introduce you to GeForce Now. I finally got the beta invite, and I wanted to show you kind of what it was. And really, if you're not familiar with what GeForce Now is trying to do, is essentially you're playing your games remotely over a very good internet connection on higher end hardware than what might be available to you. So this is mainly aimed at people that have lower spec machines or MacBooks that aren't even compatible with some of the games that people would like to play. So essentially what you're doing, as far as I can tell, is you're logging in remotely on those machines to your Steam account. Now the beta only has a select variety of games, and if you do not have one of the games in the beta, then it downloads the files locally to that hard disk, and then it seems to immediately delete them after you're finished. So that is, part of the beta program. They're not offering every single game, and hopefully they don't get exclusive-like or proprietary-like with what titles they offer, and they leave it open. So just to show performance benchmarks, I thought we would first do a couple of things. So if we go up here, it doesn't look like this application supports touch. It allows you to do a network test. So it's going to do a network test. Okay, so now that we can see some statistics, it looks like it's concerned about the latency of the screen, apparently, but certainly not my internet connection. So let's go ahead and close this and go into Manage Steam. And this is where kind of the remote connection magic happens. So I'm going to have to walk over here and grab my phone on the off chance that it does not remember my login details. All right, and then it lets you into your library of stuff. And if you go install, it doesn't actually install if it's one of the supported games, and it's done. So it's already ready to play. The data has already been kind of pre-cached, if you will, and we can go ahead and open it up. And we want to push this thing as hard as humanly possible. So we're going to put on all the buffers. We're going to go ultimate quality, and it looks like we're running a Tesla P40. For those of you that are interested, everything is set to high, and we're also going to force the native resolution of this monitor. And so far, it seems fairly snappy. And let's see how we do on a benchmark. So keep in mind this benchmark is being done on a remote machine over the internet connection. So, I don't have the latest Tomb Raider, so we'll have to make do with this one. It looks quite smooth, can't complain. What will really be interesting is the FPS numbers that we get afterwards. Because I have seen this game run on the GTX 1050 on another channel, but obviously not maxed out at native resolution of this display. And as far as I can tell, there's no real stuttering happening here. So I expect a very good report. Well, not as good as I'd hoped. So max 62, min is 58. So if nothing else, that is incredibly stable and then like bang on 60 frames a second. So this this might actually be, if you don't want to, like, it'll be interesting to see how much they make this cost this service. I think that'll be the real indicator, because if they can get a competitive price, I think this is going to be a real contender for people that don't necessarily want a gaming laptop but want to game occasionally, and the only time they're going to game is over a good internet connection. This looks to be incredibly viable. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to kind of poke around the software over the coming weeks that I'm a part of the beta. Obviously, if there are titles that you're looking to try, I can only try them if they're actually in my Steam library. So feel free to request, but also understand that if I don't have the title, I don't really want to spend my money to just go out and to try it. So thanks a lot, and if you enjoy this sort of content, please consider subscribing, and I will see you later.